Okay. Hi, good morning, Miss and our friends. I am Kati and my group member Yong, Daniel, Keshika, Elia, and Vicky. Today I'm going to present about the assignment 3, Subject Network and Computer Security, code CCN 10203. Topic is state all the component related to the network. Okay, so next slide. Okay, this is a table of content. I just add important major content for presentation. Introduction until our team. So next slide. Okay, introduction. Next slide. Okay, so we have several tasks to complete in this assignment 3. The topics that all the component related to the network is the subject network third assignment, and it reduce us. Okay, so network is now as the connection of at least to computer system via a cable, wireless or connection. The most basic network, the connection of consists of two computer linked by cable. Peer-to-peer networks are the main of the this is for network connection. In this network, there are IDRIS, both participants have equal privileges. Every computer has access to the information of the other device and can share information. Okay, for example, such as a disk space and device like a printer. So printer is wireless printer. Many printer we can use for the print. So network several can use the device of a printers. That's all. Okay, next slide. Set all the compute component directs to the network. Okay, next slide. Okay, first network. Computer network or data network refer to the connection of two or more computer and network component for the purpose of exchanging data and resource through any communication channel. Okay, you can show the picture. Component of the networking is a connection. So networking on the other hand is the act of joining and linking to a more computer and networking device together. So third one is there are 11 components of a computer network, which is server, a computer that provides data, other computer and user is now a server, a computer hardware device or computer software loaded with data and information that can be sent to other computer are all example of a component. Okay, I pass it to Jessica. Thank you.
So this networking device is used to connect wired and wireless network together. These networks are most commonly seen as Wi-Fi in the home, where anybody may access the internet. There are two main types of routers. Broadband router is a device that connects computer and allows them to access the internet. Those that require the use of voice over IP technology to connect their phone to the internet. It is necessary to utilize a broadband router. Internet and phone jacks are also included in the modem. Wireless routers are extremely popular and valuable devices. They are more often utilized at home, in the office, and in college. This router makes the internet connection wireless, allowing anybody to access the internet through a wireless signal using their PCs, tablets, or mobile phones. In wireless routers, password and IP address are available for connection access. This improves the security of connection. That's all for me. I will pass it to Yong.
Okay, I will explain and illustrate the type of network like PAN, LAN, MAN, and WAN. Okay, for PAN is known as Personal Area Network. It is a computer security for interconnecting electronic device within individual personal workspace. It provides data transmission among devices such as our smartphone and computers. Okay, for LAN is known as local area network. Is a network is a group of 2 or more connected computers, and LAN is a network contained within same buildings. The common example of LAN is our home Wi-Fi and small business network. Okay, for MAN, MAN is a medium-sized network. MAN is appropriate for a wide range for network users. Like MAN is the largest network that usually span several buildings in same cities. Okay, for WAN, wide area network is a type of telecommunication network that connect computers across a broad geographical area. Okay, next. Okay, for personal area network, for the first one, this network are using to send data between devices that are not linked to internet. And PAN may also be connected to LAN and others form for higher level network where one device server as a gateway and Bluetooth keyboard linked to a smart TV where the interface allow you to serve in internet, view recorded show and adjust personal preference is a common example for PAN. And wireless or wired personal area network are available for data-centric app. Wireless PAN employ close-range communication protocol including Wi-Fi, ZigBee, infrared, and Bluetooth. Okay, next. The USB and Thunderbolt are using in wired PAN. Each connection protocol within a PAN, like others network kind, is not always immediately interoperable with other protocols. There are times where we can use personal area network. The times where we need to use PAN is you want to link computers, cell phone, and others device to accessory. In most cases, the gadget do not require a direct internet connection. Other than that, there are times when we should not use PAN, and some of them are when you want to allow various users to share their resources, and always when the gadgets are separated by more and a few feet. Okay, and next. Okay, next is for LAN. LAN is a local areas network, can service as few as 2 or 3 users in a home office or as many as thousands of users at a corporate headquarters. LAN are set up by homeowners and IT managers so that network nodes may interact and share resources like printers and network storage. Okay, and number 3 is LAN were first utilized in university and research lab, but now they may be found in homes and businesses. And different type of network topology such as bus, star, trees are utilized to achieve centered goal. Use coaxial cable, fiber cable, and or twisted wire pair. It is possible to share information and communication with devices across various topology. Okay, and the local area network is usually used if you have a large number of users who need to join at the same time when device and resources within a limit geographic regions need to interact directly with one others. As for the time when we should now use LAN is when we want to user can be connected across large distance, such as across cities. If you don't have control over the access that connect to your network, you should be worried about establishing a LAN for them to interact. And next, I pass to Daniel.
Okay, thank you, Yong. So I will continue with MAN and 1. So first point which shows that the MAN have a high data rate for a city or even a town. At the same time, the operations of MAN could be comparable to ISP, and it has a one that can offer user with a shared connection network. However, MAN does not have its own company like ISP has. The second point is that the metropolitan area network has the ability to control both speed and efficiency. Why is it? Because MAN has fiber optics, dense wavelength division, multiplexing, and optical packet switching for checking both boxes. The third point aspect is which shown about the network with natural distance in the metropolitan area network. It says to be neutral distance, and how is it neutral distance? It means that does not have a that it does not have a wide narrow distance as one, but has a narrow distance than several times larger than LAN. For instance, several LANs are linked together with some auxiliary for them to maintain a connection in one connection to each other, like it shown in that high capacity of backbone technology to maintain its speed and efficiency for certain building or cities that uses MAN. Fourth point, which shows that MAN has a cable with a DSL line that can increase the network speed a lot, and that cable has two kind of cable connections, which is TV network or telephone network cable, all thanks to pooled regional resources so that MAN can get a lot of benefits such as firewall centralization, which mentioned in this point, but it depends on their architecture. In that case, malware and other dangers can be reduced by having more central gatekeeping point for the internet so that they can avoid being invaded by viruses like hackers normally do. And then the fifth point, which although man can make administration and data input for efficient and complementary technology implementation, such as internal exchange point that may be available in city that install contemporary MANs. At the same time, MAN has to be accepted and adapted to its use in a process. It takes deliberate effort to think, which is one of the reasons why the deployment fails. 6 point tells that why ISP frequently object to MAN because an effective MAN makes it more difficult for ISPs to collect fees from maintaining LANs in a covered region or an area. Next point, next one. Next slide. So these are the MN area where it normally used, like office building, university campus, residential area, and government building. Next slide. And as for the first point, cities, states, and even nations can be connected through one's larger business or organization frequently utilize one to ease data interchange, and corporations with numerous locations have adopted ones in a number of industries. Second point, which is one are designed and operated differently from local area network, despite the fact that they serve similar purpose. The communication lines that connect the remote computer system are generally not owned by the one user. Instead, the user subscribes to a service through a telecommunications provider. And then the third point, ones unlike LANs are generally used to connect LANs rather than individual computer. In addition, ones transfer data at the slower rate than LANs. Ones are similar to metropolitan area network in structure. However, they enable communications connectivity across longer distance than 50 kilometers with point-to-point or packet-switched network or over shared circuits. Ones can be simple or hybrid. Different connection types are utilized in hybrid ones and SD ones, ranging from virtual private network to multi-protocol label switching. And then continue with the fourth point. Within a one communication channel may include a variety of technologies such as router, FSO connection, and IO. Ones are ubiquitous in modern life, linking cities, nations, and even space. While often going unseen, these and many other instances demonstrate how far-flung ones have evolved from enabling remote access to a corporation headquarters to allowing students to interact with other students and other continents to real-time teleconferencing. Next slide. This is the diagram where one will be using and how it works. And that's all for me. I'll pass it to Alia.
Okay, this is my part. Explain in detail how you secure the network. Okay, next slide. First point, install branch office domain controllers for different IP address range. The third, train employees on network security practice. The point number 3, establish a network security maintenance system. And number 4, perform a network analysis. Number 5, update router information on regular basis. And number 6, change to place of the router. Next slide. Okay, install branch office domain controllers for different IP address range. The new branch will not necessarily have the same IP address and headquarters of MSU. The cloud be in different state and use spread address block. How can they communicate to the headquarters with trust? Making a few changes to active the directory domain usually have established a trust with connection. Each cloud inform your domain control control that another site on a different network? Is it DHCP, DNS, and other service cloud be put on a standard domain control rather than a read-only domain controller? This is one way to secure the network for the network for the new branch. Next slide. Train employees of network security practice. Next, despite the fact that we spend time, effort, and thought into establishing the network security rules and process for the new branch, most team member and employees will only look or glance over it. It is also crucial crucial of crucial to follow up with a network security training season for the staff in order to create a network safety culture. For example, start an engine team member in unsecured password combos and what to do if there recognize any unsure activity on any to their device, in addition to educating them on good versus bad network security practice. We'll also have to secure the network in the new MSU branch. Next slide. Number 3, establish a network security maintenance system. Moreover, we can have a maintenance team depending on the size of the new branch. Network security is very necessary regardless of scale and size. Therefore, it's better to build a network security maintenance system that includes activity like programming, frequent backup, generating activity report, updating software up to date, and resetting strategy may include more for favor paces. Depending on the size and scope of the branch, the main purpose is to be preventive and build a system for network security, mentoring, and maintenance. Specify and inform the network security maintenance system to the staff on its developed with the necessary process that is needed of the new branch. It is important for the staff to get know about the network security maintenance system. Next. Perform a network analysis. You can really tighten and improve network security unless you know what your weaknesses are. As a result, the first thing that is recommend in to conduct a true network analysis. The analysis purpose is to detect and examine any security issue, the unneeded or unwanted apps running in the background, open port, the overall integrity of your firewall and antivirus, software backup of server software and application is general. The last, the network security analysis produce a complete report that can be evaluated with the network security administrator and make changes to. By doing this, we can secure the network for the new branch. Next slide. Update router information on a regular basis. Okay, the tech security a step further by update the login information on a semi-regular basis. In addition to moving your router to safe position, ARMOR router come with a basic login and password, such as admin if you're thinking of using admin as your login and password, because it's simple reconsider, there is a list of the simple answer and password to hack an admin is at the top of the chart. So for example, basic login password admin. So create a difficult password with at least 15 characters include digit and special symbol. Make a note on your calendar to update the router information on a month or one a season or whenever you believe is suitable. Next slide. Change the place of the router. Next is critical to portray the router of the new MSU branch. Believe is or not malpracticing. The raise button on the network router can result in a security branch of the security issue. So consider transferring the router a more secure of the branch, such as secure room or close. Okay, for example, hub, gateway, router, and bridge with switch. Okay, next slide. Okay, I'm pass to Keshika.
The conclusion is about security. Networking protects the network from assault from both sides, inside and outside the branches. They are available to complete the assigned work. Previously, this has been linked to a few specific